And we are live. Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, happy time zones wherever it might be. Wherever it might be, wherever you might be as well. Don't worry about where it is. It isn't real and can't hurt you. Anyway, I'm Emma, welcome back to Sunless Skies, now on part 8. I'm gonna say 8. I think it's 8. Yes, sorry for the slightly delayed start, just the world's full of things and they keep happening all the time. It's very inconsiderate. But I am here now, and we have a train to drive through space. It's not the same train as it was before on account of the bit where we died. Hopefully now, we'll die less. But we'll see. Should we get on with it? A lot of today, I think, is going to be going through some very familiar content, but that means we can go through it quickly. Don't forget to dodge. Yeah, that's... Oh, thank you, Charities Lady, for the 4-month resub. Excellent start to the stream, thank you. Yeah, dodging will only help so much if you're being randomly hunted by a ministry ship with a laser sight. Do I want to fill up my crew? Probably should do that. I hear having a full complement is probably good. Anything else happening in London? I don't think so. Right, for our ambition we still need 7 each of Sky Stories and Total Terror. So what else have I got on my journal at the minute? So some of these are left over from last time, which... It's odd how some of the content carries forward and some of it doesn't, but hey. Cross Driver wants to go to the well. Has been inside at London. Cryptozoologist Lustrum. Kill a Scribe Spinster. And for the Repentant Devil, we'll need its tea and nectar. Just quickly run through everybody's things. Navigator wants tea. Princess wants Sky Stories and Total Terror. Vagabond wants Sky Stories. Devil wants tea and nectar. Incourse Driver wants to go to some Old Town Well. So, looking at our map. Thousand apologies, 1 second. Sorry about that moment of gross. I mean, we've seen the reach, it won't be the last moment of gross. Yeah, one day I will learn to not eat popcorn literally just before doing literally anything else. Okay, so I propose we hit the nature reserve. We've got a few quests we can start there. Go around to the well for the driver, and then come back and depending on how low on supplies and near dead we are, either stop back in at Winchester or go up to Lustrum and probably get a Scribe Spinster on the way. That sounds efficient, let's do that. Ah yes, and we are in our new ship with its MANGONEL and shotgun. Gotta pair the MANGONEL with the shotgun, it's this traditional combination. Only port reports to hand in. This train even is long. Maybe it's just because it's thinner than the other one, but hey long. Yes, have port reports. Oh, I apparently had a ton of port reports. Cool. Those are 500 sovereigns I could really do with, thank you. But as well as being thinner and possibly long, this is noticeably faster than the Undeserved ever was. Here aboard the non-fungible. It amuses me that it's named that. And frankly, if something's amusing me, who cares about the rest of y'all? I kid, of course, I care about y'all. Amusing you is high on my list of priorities. Where it is in relation to amusing myself, not going to comment, but sure. Those are some threatening background noises. It's like you're being hunted by an angry whale. So is it me, or is this train a lot quieter? Like, you can just about hear the chugging, but it's a lot quieter, a lot more kind of like ticking. Which means I'm less likely to start doing remixes of it on the fly. I mean, I say less likely, not entirely unlikely. This bridge, which is not the Mornington Habitat span, and it never will be. To its eternal shame. Now, who wants me at the nature reserve? Yeah. Also, this turns quite aggressively. Still getting used to the handling. Still got that new train smell. Take some free, reduce some terror. Get port report. Yeah, no, I haven't seen that. You want research? I can research. What would you like to research? The wings of Chorus to be ants or Hybris Pass? Yes, we know that. Into the reserve. And that gets us free sky stories, yes? Yeah, I need those. Dropping ministry approved literature. Do I have any prospects going at the minute? Munitions for Lustrum. So I will just refill and move on. Probably want to go around the eastern side, because that's how you get round. Hope everyone's doing alright this possibly fine, definitely Tuesday. Sorry about the short stream on Saturday, just you know. When my nervous system decides that it doesn't want me doing things, it's kind of hard to do things. Don't love being caught in the flourishing wind, but it's not great for your terror. It would be less great if I had any seeds on board for it to start germinating. On Regret Tuesday, we joined the stream. Yes, indeed. Really, isn't every Tuesday fundamentally Regret Tuesday? But yes, hi Brandon. Wow, I am slow progress driving a train into this weird magic wind. Getting there, slowly but surely. And there are bees. No, there are bees. There are just so many bees. I killed the bees. There are now fewer bees. Nah, there are more bees. Hubris is what that was. And Characters Lady in with the gift sub. Thank you so much. These bee wings are dedicated to you. But not in a way that'll stop me giving them to somebody else who sounds kind of like me doing a bad impression for I'm blessed. 48% chance of getting some nectar. Well, I need the nectar. Partial success. Forgot you could get those. Better than nothing. Your crew don their sky suits, hefting hatchets. They launch themselves into the soupy ether. What follows is butchery. Sadly, the bees were less efficient, and you garner only a single cupful of the precious nectar. It'll probably fetch a few sovereigns in port. Yeah. Never going to argue with randomly getting money. And also the wind has stopped, which, yes, very pleased with that. Anyway, let's go to this endless cursed and possibly haunted sky vortex that sends people mad, you know. As one traditionally does on Regret Tuesday. This is the right way, yeah. Check the chart every 10 seconds, that's how we roll. Here we have some terrifying correspondence rocks that I'm driving into for some reason. Learn to steer, Emma. Look, you don't have to keep doing the shepherd tones. I am moving. I am going away from the rocks. Oh, there are more rocks. Someone is fighting. I said stop it with the shepherd tones. Oh, great. That's what's fighting. Got it. Good. No, bad. Not much you can do there because you do not back up quickly. But it doesn't do a huge amount of damage. Oh, that's bad, that's very bad! Oh, and there are bees as well! Excellent, it's just everyone all up in here. And I can't shoot straight, which isn't helpful. There we go, Scribe Spencer down. Well, this is a dramatic start to the day. Get a trophy. See what's in those crates. While the bees and the marauder fight. Got some supplies, that's always good. Now we can kill the bees. See? Bees killed. Seriously, give me nectar. Yay, they got me nectar. Clearly you chose the right woman for the job. Judging from her equipment, she's done this before. A set of pliers, a serrated knife, a steel straw, and a bladder. She returns after an hour, her sky suit stained with bee, and a full gourd's worth of nectar in the bladder. Traditional way of doing it, I guess. I myself never go anywhere without a steel straw and a bladder. Also, you can be dead. I mean, you're not attacking me yet, but you can still be dead just as a preventative measure. Thank you. Also, because I can probably strip his supplies. Or not. Got this game a few months ago, I haven't played it yet. Now I feel you must because it looks dope. Well, it's dope. Okay. Now, how close do we have to get to the well? Oh, no. Oh, right. Okay, there are two winds going on here. Cause we've got, I think that's the wax wind going up that way. And then the actual well tides. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. My terror was at like 10 when I left port. This has not been a good voyage. Anyway, let's land. Driver, you got us to come here. Sort yourselves out. The fungus wants to go back to the nature reserve, and also the bones of the sun, murder, a messenger came carrying what's implicitly a black hole. Yeah, there's a whole thing. Can't remember what else there is to find here. What is there at the Kirk? Oh, it's doing the rites. Now, increases our net cost of hearts and mirrors. Oh, I can't look at my stats right now for some reason. We've done all this discussion before. I mean, it's cool. It's a solid amount of alternative religion. I do like that. And if you want to see more of it, go back to, like, episode 2 or whatever it was. Use a moment of inspiration to make up a confession for them. See, now I don't know my stats off the top of my head. That's one thing Sunless Seas had that this doesn't, is it always had your stats as part of the HUD. Okay, if I leave the Kirk, can I see? No. Okay, so... You know what, I'm gonna do it. Just because, you know, we haven't seen it before. Why not do something ridiculous such as join a church on the edge of a black hole? The Compassed are a scattered and infant sect, and each minister cobbles together their own blessings as best they can. The Lank minister has composed benedictions of vengeance. Do it. The rite begins with a day of dismal prayer and song. You are given a wooden chisel and sent outside to hack a grave marker from the ice. You engrave the name of your enemy upon it, and the most imaginative curses you can conceive. Once it's complete, you set it in a field of similar graves, crooked as boxes' teeth stretched to the well. Afterwards, your hands are numb and clumsy. Your cheeks are streaked with frozen tears. But you are hardened. Cool, let's see what a complete mess I've made of my stats. Alright, and you can just get rid of it for free. That's cool. Okay, let's depart. No way! So what are our stats like now? Wow. Okay, yeah. I mean, technically, at base, our iron is our lowest stat. And our hearts and mirrors are our highest, so mathematically, that made sense. But also, it means currently with my modifiers, I've got 52 iron, which is a lot. Okay, I'd say have fun in your long meeting, but I'm not sure that's the word that applies here. Have meeting, I guess, and I will stretch and hydrate in your honor. Ooh, that's cool. The kind of parallax view on it. That's a nice touch. And then I really wish there was another way through here, but unless there's one there really close to the edge, which I don't think the engine will allow you, there's not. Just have to go back the long way, but that's fine because I need to go to the nature reserve again anyway. Speaking of going the wrong way, there isn't a way around to the north of that. 4 fuel is fewer fuel than I'd like, but it'll be enough to get us around to the... Oh no. Discontent. An engineer cries out, her voice hoarse as a professional mourner. It's gone! She points through one of the stained glass windows. A star! It winked out! You look through the glass. Stars burn on the firmament. The specific patch of sky she's pointing to is indeed empty, but you couldn't say if a star had been there before. Give people brandy, laugh at her, or expose people to a bunch of starlight for no good reason. Well, we've got extra supplies from those crates, so brandy it is. The prospect of brandy provokes a ragged cheer. Soon the crew have rosy faces and broad smiles. Your locomotive resounds to a lusty, if approximate, rendition of how the sailors lost their Z's. No one looks out of the windows, though. No one looks at the stars. Good. Because the stars are dangerous. Stars are dangerous and will kill you. Is really the main moral of all of these games. Oh, hello. How do you like MANGONEL? Yeah. Ooh, I can strip them for materials. These fights have all gone, frankly, worryingly well so far, so I predict we will get murdered soon. Free nectar, don't mind if I do. I say free, really the price is getting attacked by bees. But I also have this excellent plan in that situation. I call it running away. And now the wind is on my side, bitches! And by bitches I mean bees. Ah! Some loss of control in this wind, but it got me where I wanted to be in the... Ooh, the crates. Ah, nope, 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 nope. Could dodge as far as I thought, and was going rather faster than I thought I was. Free supplies! Replace that brandy! And back to the reserve. Did you miss me? Why am I doing converse with your fellow captains? That's literally just a flavour thing we've seen before. Oh, I got you some bee wings. Do you like them? Thank you, I like the 300 sovereigns. And we go to Albert Zedel, into the reserve. Follow the incautious driver into the reserve. The fungus pilots them into there, into a big tree covered in fungus. And now it wants more stories, and we need to talk to them in a bit. Cool, 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 cool. Don't have a guide at the minute, let's go to the shop. Get us some fuel back, and be off. That all went rather well, I think. While I was there, I should have taken the opportunity to rebalance my officers. Oh well, do that at the next port. By which I mean I'll forget to do that at the next port. By which I mean this is a dead end. Well, I'll pick up these crates anyway. Got some extra fuel. Because, you know, gives us the opportunity to drive into dead ends. Now, do I want to explore here? Because I feel like there might be a passage through to there. Always forward, never plan, right? Which I'm sad to say, that mantra has begun infecting other games I play, and now hubris is all I am. See what you've done to me, chat. Winwood Company Dreadnought, we don't see many of them around here. Not since, you know, I helped the Tacties win a war. Anything interesting around here, Al? Other than that Company Dreadnought? Ooh, bunch of things. Ooh, they're all over the place. Now, what does something to crave mean? I can never quite remember. Question mark? Huh? Okay. I mean, and this is a sudden, unrelated thing. It is late, and you are alone. Doubts prey upon you. Is this the path you should have taken? You trespass upon the precincts of heaven. What price will be exacted of you? What price have you already paid? Drink! Drink and forget what you have seen. When you wake, the bottle is empty, and your memory is less complete. Someone's knocking at your cabin door. You're needed on the bridge. You take the necessary time to compose yourself. Better the crew not see. Okay, so we're developing a habit. That's exciting. These are presumably like guest larvae, and don't have a butchery station to scoop them up with. There's a wonder there. Do I have to go north to get to it? I've got some fuel. I can afford to explore a bit. You know, add to this chart that was left to me by my esteemed forebear. Pardoner eels. Okay, thank you, Tooltip. Tooltip / atmospheric diary entry. Okay, the answer was bees. The answer always seems to be bees. It's funny how that works. What is up here? Bees. Is this a good idea? Bees. Fail. What happens when you fail these? Gain sovereigns, lose crew. That's not ideal. Nah, you missed bees. Get shotgunned. Partial success. Yeah, money's good. You say I went from mushrooms to bees. You will note the mushrooms. The fungus is back. We're at the opposite end of the breach to Hybris, and the fungus is damn back. Okay, those bees seem to be less bothered by me, so I will, as they say, let them be. Aha. Don't worry, nobody hated that as much as I did. Yeah, see, we are very fungal. Oh yes, I should talk to the driver. Okay, so yes, there's a verdant fragment somewhere in Albion. And that's fine. No bees in that hive, apparently. Although bees still very audible, so that concerns me. And here is a giant bunch of roses growing out of this fungal monstrosity. There's a light there. Does that mean we can interact? Yeah. The flower fields. I don't think I ever went to this before, even when I was playing it originally. Your engine perches among the stalks, nestled between petals the size of gardens. Enormous flowers sprawl across the horizon of welcoming forest. The petals are the colour of mellow gold, vivid ruby. The scent of sticky pollen hangs in the air, asphodel and drowsy cardamom. So we can harvest nectar, 51% chance, or spend supplies to have a picnic, which I assume will lower my terror? Or if I still had a moment of inspiration, I would also need assaying equipment to delve into the flowers and start something interesting by the looks of things. Now let's harvest nectar. Well, that was a bad idea. A rope and a brave volunteer descended to the flower's scented mouth. A team of burly stokers holds the other end of the rope to steady their colleagues. He fills his gourd. A scream. A signaler has slipped. You help your crew pull the rope, supporting the weight of the rescuers. But they're too late. He's drowned in nectar, his corpse now sticky and sweet-smelling. Well, that's horrifying. Anyway, should we go and rob this beehive? Oh no, the bees hurt me! The bees can no longer hear me. 5 gourds of chorus nectar. I have been productive! Well, it turns out when you go out where all the bees are, you get all the nectar. When you decide to spend your afternoon shooting bees with a mangonel. You know, the old-fashioned way. And then you drive into a wall because you were trying to be flashy, I don't know. Okay, I really need to stop feeding crew to these. Oh hey, a beehive. Oh no, there were bees. Who could have foreseen this? You know what, I'm just going to take the XP instead. We've got quite a bit of nectar. And this is a dead end. Cool, 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 cool. So I need to go back round there. Oh, there's more discontent. Would you like more brandy? I'm beginning to think we may have succumbed to hubris again. Just a feeling. Captain a hive. Yeah, thanks, whoever that was. We know we were just raiding it. You were there, someone died. See, this is what happens when my engine's less noisy, is I have to be more dramatic and violent to make up for it. Noise needs to come from somewhere. What was that noise? I don't know, and frankly at this point I'm too afraid to ask. It's happening again. I think somebody's having a fight. Oh, it's bees. Of course it was bees. Once again, the answer is always bees. Eat mangonel, bees. Drive directly into a wall, me. Forget how the controls of this train work. God, I've been driving trains on this stream as long as I've had a stream. And yet. Yes, this is the passage that I want. Pick up some free bronze wood, don't mind if I do. There's Deputy Scout. Oh no, it's a guest. It's guests. Ah! No, 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 no. Very bad, no thank you. Hate it, hate it, hate it a lot. Stop dodging and let me kill you, because you're gross. Is that a very anthropocentric way of viewing this interaction? Yes, but on the other hand, they're a bunch of leeches piloting a train, so that's pretty unarguably gross. Okay. Learn to love the tentacle. Okay, I don't have any mods, but if I did, I'd be telling them to put you on timeout just for that sentence. Thanks, Brad. A stolen home bursts open under your gunfire. Thousands of wriggling guests spill into the night, glistening like views from a blister after it was lanced. See, told you that wouldn't be the last gross moment of the night. Get a bit of hull repair. Losing terror seems more good, because that repeated discontent is just leeching my supplies. So we'll just keep on shooting it. Your guns thunder, reducing the writhing guests to a spray of pulp. Your crew cheer. The guests are a regular actor in Skyfarer's nightmares. A daily check for foot-long eyeless slug things is conducted on most engines. It only takes one for an infestation to begin. That's a different word. Drive into a wall. There are indeed many tentacles in this game. That's really part of the general Fallen London IP. Ah, there were hull supplies, hull repairs, repair supplies. That's things with which we can do a repair on our hull. Words. See? If you always move forward and never plan, then hubris will provide. And I wanted to get to Lustrum, and oh look, I have found a passage to Lustrum. And I have fewer supplies than might have been wished, but putting a number on how many supplies you want is tantamount to planning, and thus anathema to the precepts of hubris. Not saying I'm jumpy or anything, but I just saw snow and thought it was a ship. Spoilers, it was in fact snow. Plus, they're still not ships, they're trains. This has been a dramatic voyage. And it is not over. Seriously, this new train is so quiet. Oh, I completely didn't notice all these cantankerite. All got distracted there for a second, but they don't seem to be bothered by me. Possibly because this new train is so quiet. So I'm just going to glide on past. Sorry all, if you wanted more hot train versus isopod action, check out the VOD, I guess. Okay, I'm on my last crate of supplies, that's not ideal. What about a random train fact? Are you offering to provide a train fact, or asking me for a train fact? Sweet Jane wants us to hunt. No, I really don't need to be getting in a fight with London ships. That's how my last captain died. Asking me for a random train fact. Wow, put me on the spot much. I'll come up with one. Who knows, it might even be true. Do I want to invest in an hour claim? It's time and work. I will, however, go and get tea to reduce my terror. Drink some tea. Go away. To the shops. Would you like this crate of bombs? Also, they're selling cheap souls here. But most importantly, they do sell supplies here. I thought they didn't, but we're good. Hubris provides. where are we even going now? I should really have checked that. Also, I was going to reassign my officer, wasn't I? Okay, your random train fact is the crewman in charge of engine maintenance on a train is still called a surgeon as a kind of artifact of when things were still done with horses. Train fact for you. Okay, I have so much iron. Fortunate Navigator, you're awesome, but I have so much iron. I would change the princess for now. What are we at now? 46, 36, 33, 35. Still so much iron. Who's giving me all this iron? Ah, it's the driver, and I can't change them. And the Lemon Voyager, but then the rabbit is not useful, so... And the devil will give me even more iron, so these are the stats we've got. Now, where am I going? Here's the next question. Because those were all the things I said I wanted to do. For now. So next... I mean, there's probably still side quests to be started in a bunch of places, so let's just go on a wander. Next up, I think, let's go to Carolyn. It's here. See, now you're making me up my content game here, Brandon. I'm gonna have to start preparing some random train facts for these streams. Honestly, why would you give me another project like this? It's the content none of us thought we needed. I don't think there are any ports that reliably sell tea, which is annoying, because I need tea to go with this nectar to advance the Devil's quest. Because Maudlin sells stained glass, Carolyn sells nectar, Circus... I don't know what the Circus sells. They sell seeds. Yeah. Maybe at Prosper? I don't remember what they sell at Prosper. No, they just sell hours at Prosper. Oh, cool. Recruiting the newcomers into the hydration cult, I see. Such a thing I have inadvertently created. I mean, you say this game is big on cults. That's really not the explanation for it. I feel like Hydration Cult would have happened whatever I was playing. Carolyn is where the nice music comes from. And it was also the answer on a quiz thing I did recently, and I got it wrong, and I was very annoyed. Because I was like, oh yeah, Carols, those are a thing. Oh, there we go, the hydration begins. But seriously, love y'all, and self-care is good. Let's not anger the borrower below. That seems like a bad idea right now. Let's just shed some terror here. Do a port report. Be like, hey, Presiding Dabbleress. Can I do anything for you? A proposal? Ah, yes, the devil in the rose-colored gloves. We never really solved that mystery. Let's see if we can do anything more about it now, because our stats are higher because we started at level 7, and also, I mean, if anybody wants iron, we've got iron out of the zoo. Gaslight Terrace. Approach Spineless Curate. Hello, Spineless Curate. You want stuff, you want 5 enlightenment, or 1 and a shift in perspective. Enlightenment chances are 61, that's actually pretty solid. Yep, I had to say it, that's how it works. You're gonna get so enlightened, my boy. Wow, 61% chance is going well. 3. 4. 5. There we go. So much enlightenment. Spineless Curate, my boy. Pay an alternate currency. There is a great deal of penance, and it is heavy. The pillory releases the curate, and he reels over to sit down at the base of one of the lamps. He has learned something from your enlightenment, but he does not say what it is. After a few minutes, the curate catches sight of the patrolling devil. Shaking, he gets to his feet. I have a warning for you. Meet me in the Bell Garden. It's harder for them to overhear us there. Dear thing. Advancing my local side quests. Try to enter the Bell Garden. Oh no, we need to go and purify. Why does that send us back to the center of Carolyn? Let's purify. We failed to purify. I said let's purify. We successfully purified. Now I just want to start making Archive 31 references. 31? Archive 81 references. Purification. I need to listen to that season again. That was good. I need to listen to all of it again. This stream is not sponsored by Archive 81 and Dead Signals as a larger group, but it's a really good podcast and I can heavily recommend if you're watching this. To the Bell Garden, where the bells live. Conversation with the Spineless Curate. This is the best garden, he says. Everything orderly, no one dressed up in peasant outfits or waltzing backward. Here's what I wanted to tell you. Watch out for the tall devil with the rose-coloured gloves. He is embezzling the property. And the curate makes a curious gesture with one hand as though he were winding noodles around a fork. When you look blank, he says, Spirifage. He's taking souls from the patients in secret before the presiding deviless has a chance at them. I'm afraid he's going to get at me before I finish my term here. Yes, wait, I read that all before, didn't I? Ah, well. See, our hearts is now not good. Hello, penitent nurse. What would you like? 5 deprivation or 1 deprivation and 1 ordeal. Let's try and get a deprivation while we're here. Although, looking at our terror, this is probably a bad plan. 1 more try. Oh well. Nothing ventured. Back to the center of Carolyn. And I don't have a clear or flickering soul, so I can't go to either of those two. Let's just check out everything so we can start all the local side quests. Speaking of professional penitent. You want a whole bunch of ordeal or one and a deprivation. Why does clicking perhaps not there take you all the way out? But this check is iron based. Well, we have tons of iron. Why is it 45? That's ridiculous. Maybe it's just based on your base iron. Okay, we have... I'm going to go out on a limb and say too much terror. Checkable garden. Consider the rubbery man. Speak with the rubbery man. Rubbery man says... Gain a balance of shift perspective? Yeah! And he also wanted an enlightenment. We know we can get those. I said I know we can get those. Getting pulled away from for work. Well, thanks for coming, Brandon. See you later. We've hit 90 terror. That's not good. It's not good. Going to the Garden of Insatiable Roses, but just so we can pick up the quest. I'm not going to actually try and get any penance. That would be a terrible, terrible idea. Okay, well, this is awful, basically, is my point. Let's have another creative supplies. And now we have the incredibly threatening 90 terror music. Okay, so at Maudlin's you can get treatments to reduce your terror, and going to Maudlin's from here means going past a wonder, which will also reduce my terror. I think that might be our best plan right now. Oh no, I just made a plan. Well, guess we're doomed. This is really effective high terror music because it's all... Nope, don't just... Look where you're driving, you idiot! Yeah, this terror music, it's never quite as regular as I want it to be. The note progressions all the time are just a little bit off. A little bit off. But it's fine, because we're about to see a big statue of a rat, and that should reduce our terror. Hey, when you say it like that, it sounds weird. Yeah, look at that terror reduce very, very slightly, but most importantly, it stopped the music. Plus, it's just a cool design that I like. Yeah, all the way down to 83% terror. And if you think that's still a lot, you're correct. That is still what we would call a significant amount of terror. Well, we have a stowaway. Let's conduct a thorough search because we don't have any tales of terror to scare them with. And fail. Well, she'll turn up. Oh, no. Yeah. Get star maddened, I guess. Star Madden, of course, is the High Wilderness's premier football sim. You ever just automatically tell a joke and hate everything about yourself. Recent damage to your engine cracked some of its windows. Now, boisterous winds have shattered them entirely, exposing your crew to the maddening light of the stars. Well, we haven't got any stained glass, so guess we're dealing with it. Narrator, they did not deal with it. Your starboard corridor is soaked in starlight. Your crew avoid it where possible, but inevitably some of them succumb to obsessions. They cannot work if every task must be done in alphabetical order, or every object around them ordered by size, or shape, or colour, or date of invention. I mean, that's a mood, though. Maybe I too have been exposed to too much starlight, who can say? Yes, because starlight in this is, as I touched on before, the fundamental metaphysical expression of the laws of nature as expressed by the judgments, which are the life forms that we see as stars. And their light is law. So our crews are being exposed to so many rules. Because, you know, everything in this setting is a bad idea. Have this gossip. Who wants to tell me about my guilt? A former crewman, because you know that'll be fun. He's waiting in the shadows of a room laid out like the mess hall of your locomotive. His fingers tremble on the railing. The rancor in his eyes is exactly as you remember. What did you say that day? What did you do? There is no hiding from that gaze. No illusion survives contact with the weight of that loathing. He does not speak once. Terror has fallen, which, frankly, that sounds like it should have put my terror up, but hey. Let's throw an uncanny specimen in as well, because, my god, do we need to have less terror. Treatment for a personal failing. Oh, what's yours? Mine is... Oh, but I mustn't say it. Sorry, I'm new. This way. Who wants to tell me about my personal failings? Someone who once made a very great deal. Is that a chair where you... Is that the picture you drew after? All is exactly as you remember, a simulacrum perfect to the finest detail. They're watching you warily, all the gathered apparatus of your vice laid out before them. Their hand wavers. They smile as you close the door. A return or a release? Yeah, I mean, I guess most of these are just leaning on catharsis, which is a perfectly valid therapeutic tool. $50 sovereigns to reduce a significant amount of terror. Yeah, that was significant. Get it. Anyway, to the actual port. Right, port. Apparently we are known by the host. Anything to do here? Did the host want anything? Nope. Nothing else to do at Maudlin, so let's go to the shop. Selling cheap bronze wood. They also sell souls here, but I need fuel. And we move. Where are we moving to is the next question. we should probably start the quest line at the circus, seeing as we're here. See, when you already know what's going on and you don't have to read through everything, the early game is a lot quicker. Oh no, I got mangonel before I could mangonel them. Oh no, I missed when I tried to mangonel them. Seriously, this train is long. Ha! I successfully mangonelled them. This just in, mangonel is a fundamentally pleasing word and I like it. Calming piano music. Get some crates. Repair some hull, that's good too. Yep, that's how it works. You learn 3 languages and they just give you a card that says I can do what I want. I know I give it flack for being quite so regularly gross, but the visual design of this game is really lovely. I know I'd mentioned that about once an episode, but still, look at it. It's really good. And here we are, arrived at the circus. We are arrived. And we forgot how our dodge keys worked briefly, but we put it off. New arrivals? Would anyone like to join my crew? Yes, several people died fighting bees, but you will get their bunks. Nobody wanted the bunks. Ah well. Do a port report. Right, take us to the circus. Go to the circus. The circus is bad. See, why doesn't this... You'd think this would maintain between characters. Maybe it's just so that you can have kind of enough of a quest line to get you some supplies and stuff. Would any of the circus people like to join my crew? You get the bunks of the people who were killed by bees. Nobody wants the bee bunks. Let's visit the amusements and lose a little bit of terror. And now let's talk to the ringmaster. Oh yes, we did this before. What did we lion tame before, I think? Let's clown. Dignity is indeed overrated. It's 2021. Dressed in motley and with a grease paint face, you do your best to entertain. The audience laughs at your pratfalls, some of them even deliberate. Afterwards, the ringmaster claps you on the shoulder. Excellent! Wow. Terrible. Never do that again. But please, come and see me behind the tents. Let's go behind the tents. Visit to the ringmaster. Time to get some permissions. I mean, don't know why it was taking too long to work out which is to be done, because they all need doing. Go to Port Haven. Port Haven. They're selling cheap hours. Eh. Okay, well, this quest wants us to go to Port Haven, so why don't we do that first? On the reach-wide tour of the non-fungible, will we ever put back in at Winchester? Spoiler, yes, we will. Probably after we've been to Port Haven. And we weren't attacked by any horrifying fungal colonies, so that's good too. Sorry, today apparently words, eh? Today is apparently one of those badly sing every thought that enters my head days, so that's what you're getting. Enjoy the content, I guess. Free fuel, free supplies. Mostly full hull. Heart sickness. Why are we getting this? Our terror is at like 19. 19. Okay, so we can afford to gain terror. That's fine. Sit with the most afflicted and listen to their tales of time past. It won't help. You might learn something. Nostalgia has lifted the veils that normally hide their hearts. They speak of the things they left behind, the things they regret, and the things they wish they'd done differently. Sometimes, as they wander amidst the mists of the past, they speak of things they should not. Yeah, I got some Tales of Terror, need those for my ambition, because I've got 7 Sky Stories now, courtesy of the circus. Need that terror. To the tune of Peaches by the Stranglers, apparently. Wow. How long can I continue badly singing on the stream before I mostly just annoy myself? If your answer was a negative number, you're correct, because we're already there. Actually, if your answer was just a negative number, then no, specify your units. Hydrate and stretch in this economy. Exciting moments in my shoulders sounding like Rice Krispies news. Here we are in Port Haven. They're selling cheap repairs, may as well. It's like marginally cheaper than it would be back in Winchester, and I probably should have gone for the other one, but anyway. Hey you, Carpenter. You want me to kill bees? I can kill bees. That's a thing I do. I fight bees with my fists. Also a mangonel, but mostly my fists. Speaking of me killing things, Hunting Society, I killed a thing. Hunting Society, have this scribe spinster. Now, can I be a member? Yes, but in a very real sense, no. But we got a cryptic benefactor and some money, so can't complain about that. Anything else to see? Not really. The shops, they're selling cheap seeds, and they sell souls. Heading back to Winchester anyway. Fighting a real urge to do a 3-part who would win chart meme. of just my fists, space bees, and a mangonel. Space bees and a mangonel, of course, being my gleaming lips cover band. Oh wait, Trapistus Harry is the route in. This is what happens when I get distracted talking about memes instead of... It's like I was saying last time, poisoned by memes. This bad boy can fit so many memes and apparently nothing else in it. Woke, head empty, no thoughts. Broke, head empty, just memes. See, even when I'm talking about memes, I do it in the form of memes. It's a disease. Anyway, for all I talked about how this is noticeably faster than the last one, it sure would be nice if we were just in Winchester already. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, you can do better than that. Come on. They can't do better than that. If I wanted to do better than that, I should have bought a better engine. But here we are, in Winchester, docking the thing. Yeah, we've got enough Sky Stories now, that's exciting. We're still short 5 whole Tales of Terror, which is weird, because there has been so much terror going on. You'd think someone could tell a tale. Hire many crew. Anything interesting there? Nothing interesting here in general. Porthaven want Bronzewood? Yeah, sure. The circus want literature? Sure, because I think the Nature Reserve was doing a deal on that. Restock. Oh, I should sell some of this nectar. I've got 6 gourds of it. I don't need that much. There you go. Keep half of it. And we go. So, what was I saying? Nature Reserve, yes. And pick up some literature if they're still selling it. Oh, also hand in support reports. Remember to do that thing, is important. Haha, poor pun. If you put the word port together with another word, does that make a portmanteau? I'm sorry, you've apparently tuned into the dreadful jokes episode today. And frankly, I can only apologize. Or indeed apologize, because that's a verb. What do you mean, the dreadful jokes episode? And I'll have you know I said terrible jokes. This is very, 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 very different. There's an important distinction between terrible jokes and dreadful jokes. And also, shut up. Yay, 600 sovereigns. I needed those. I guess. Something. Alright, I'm done. They don't have any shops here, no. They never have. Yes, terrible jokes as in there is a lot of terror and as a result jokes. And if you can't joke about terror, what can you do? Well, go mad, decide the stars are going out is apparently the answer. My dude, you should maybe have your engine serviced. That does not sound good. Go mad, eat your crew, die. Exactly. That's what you do with your terror. It's that or jokes, and frankly, I choose jokes. Frankie says choose jokes. I think I'm mixing my memes there, aren't I? Choose life wasn't a Frankie says thing. Is it train spotting? Am I referencing? Oh, I hate this sometimes when I just know I'm referencing something but can't place it. Oh, hey bees, I need those. Hey bees, come here and die. Mangonel! More like mangled Nell. That didn't work at all. Shave the bee. Because really, in how many games is the interaction command shave the bee used? That really goes up there with A House of Many Doors and Seduce the Oil Rig. Oh, there's a wreck down there. I might check it out on the way down. Hello, Nature Reserve. I have arrived for my payment. I gave you some bee wings, and now you owe me money. That's how it works. That's commerce, baby. I don't know what this voice that I seem to have adopted is, but here we are. God, I literally get paid to do voice acting. I shouldn't be doing things. I shouldn't be saying things like, I don't know what's going on with my voice. I should be speaking, doing weird accents with intent. Driving into that wall, apparently. Clunk. But we're fine, and we're here. Join a hunting party, but don't. Have a port report. Love those reports. And if they had a dock where people were stationed to analyse them, that would be a port. Which is really hard to say. You did a thing. What did you do? You made sapling knots. The research continues. I have some seeds. What do you want now? Cantankerite, titanium petal, or fungal crinoline. Into the reserve, take a quick trip, get some sky stories. Was there anything else? Export sapling knots, that's what I was looking for. They want to go to New Winchester. Well, that's a coincidence. I will also want to go to New Winchester. I think this conversation is now over. Ah, they don't have literature anymore, but they do have munitions. I'm gonna buy 3 of those, and then I can jettison something. It's fine. I'll jettison those seeds they just gave me. So it's back to New Winchester, and then, now that I've got munitions, onto Lustrum. Also, fun fact, I've forgotten why we came to the nature reserve if there was a particular reason. Was it just to collect payment? I think it was just to collect payment. God. I can be forgiven, I think, for forgetting my plans between streams. Forgetting them during a stream is another thing entirely. There's a wreck here, let's poke it, see what happens. It's the Gertrude. You'll remember the Gertrude from Season 1. I don't know what I'm talking about. Crowbar. Your driver holds your locomotive steady alongside the wreck as your crew take turns in the prybar. Eventually, the bay doors are sufficiently parted to permit the surprised view to squeeze through. Soon they return. What's this they found? A marked box. Fragile contents do not shake, upend, or discommode. A set of golden scales slides out of the knife-open box. It takes 3 of you to lift, 6 to carry. Lapis lazuli shines in the base. Complex diagrams of constellations circle the pans like rings of planets. Well, that sounds dope as hell. Oh, but there are guests. Ah, no, 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 thank you, no. You didn't see me, and I'm going this way, which you don't know because you didn't see me. This isn't actually the way back to Winchester, this is the way to Titania, but he wanted a petal cutting, so I can do that. And I can shoot some more bees, because apparently that's what I do on this channel now. We are a bee death Twitch. It saddens me that there are probably people out there with bee death streaming channels. Because it's one of those where, if you can think of it, there's somebody out there with a stream dedicated to it. Listen to the death hymn. Sung to the tune of Candyman Can, apparently. Listen to its death dream. Shoot to swarm of bees. Slight spin out that I don't think anybody noticed. But we are back on track, except in the lack of tracks. Yeah, like I say, this thing turns a little more enthusiastically than I expected. Words. Words are hard. There's the art exhibition, lose terror, haven't been to Albion or Eleutheria. We can sell our stories, but we need those. You're selling nectar. You're also selling nectar. Where's the thing to take a clipping? A report. I'll be real, you say we noticed in the chat there. You're gonna need to clarify more what you noticed because I literally don't remember what I've been saying. Oh, that spin out that nobody noticed, which is the official line, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, why can't we get a cutting of the petal? That seems odd. That is the bit of this journal, right? The bit of this quest. Words. Oh, the cryptozoologist wanted to go to Lustrum as well, which maybe drop her off. Well, we'll be going back there. Cutting of the titanium petal. I do not get. Okay, that one's on me. I wasn't paying attention to where my back end was. Do we actually have to go out to the physical tip of the pedal to get it? And also mangonel. Death him. That's a dead end. Yeah, no, I don't know how we're meant to get this petal cutting if it doesn't let us do it here. Luckily, there are two other things we can go for. And Cantankerite are much easier to deal with than whatever's going on there. There's more bees on there. Yes, because the answer is always bees. Death him. Mangonel! 2 shots with a mangonel will completely disperse the flock of bats. You heard it here first. My lawyers would like me to associate it. Would like me to inform you, sorry, that if you actually take this advice, all consequences are entirely in your own hands, and I'm not liable for anything. Just saying. Oh no, the mangonel missed. That one didn't. Cool, phased out for a second there and drove into a hive, didn't I? Well, those bees are dead now, so there's that. Why did I click that? Oh well, guess we lost another crew. Easy come, easy go, I guess. And they, well, they're medium come. Maybe take that again. Just pause the game for a second because it's too warm in here. Hopefully that will help. Probably also the reason I'm kind of sleepy. Also, that would be the lack of sleep. So, you know, the usual, really. That looks like the wreck of a... no, it's not the wreck of a gas ship, it's a ship that was wrecked by a gas ship, and I know this because there's a gas ship that I'm presenting with a broadside like a fool. Eat mangonel, you weird slug things! I'm using up too much heat trying to mangonel you. But on the other hand, mangonel! Now do. Huh? Trap and collect some of the guests. If the crew finds out you're bringing these on board, they won't be happy. But one guest goes, the others follow. This will get you captive guests. Enough can be used to create a weapon. Yeah, why not? That sounds excellent. The proliferation of guests has bulged and contorted the engine's inner walls. Furniture has been crushed to splinters. Any crew, well, best tread carefully. You find a newly hatched nest of guests, tiny enough that they might be taken for maggots. With tongs, you transfer the wriggling things to a jam jar. It can be hidden in your cabin. The cook won't notice it's gone. You need 25 captive guests in a condemned experiment, and you'll have to kill at least one guest-infested engine. Well, I've certainly done that. And now it's just these tactics who I haven't accidentally shot, so are being pretty chill. And we go around this headland, not next to it. We are nearly home dry. Nearly. Should we have taken a detour to Lustrum while we were up there? Maybe. We can go there next. And down. Past Rickstead, which I'm just assuming is a 1906 Rick and Morty reference. Oh hey, it's my minus 85th birthday! Hello, Tactides. I have been many places. Would you like to see my holiday pictures? I will go away if you give me money. I'm pressing dog. Reports. And we're back. Love it. Okay, well, we will explore the city in a few minutes, because I need to take a break and go and hydrate and stretch and all the things y'all are always telling me to do. But I will be back in probably about 10 minutes, where we will continue to do a thing and do side quests and maybe do something interesting. I have plans, but I'll see you then. And I'm back, everyone. Sorry for the slightly longer than anticipated gap. It was just because I fell prey to that eternal British phenomenon where you look like you're going to go and make a cup of tea, and suddenly everybody in the house also wants a cup of tea. Right, so we're back in New Winchester. Let's repair the train. We don't need to hire more crew. We don't have enough towers of terror for this yet. Anything in the city, deliver these sapling knots. They're not threatening vegetation at all. Now I've got 2,000 sovereigns. I should be able to do something interesting. I could just buy a better engine. 115 movement speed, 130 consumption compared to 100. So, but when it says fuel consumption is 130%, is that better or worse than 100%? I'm going to gamble that it is in fact better and buy a new engine. And sell my old engine. Ah, there you go. That's what I can make with enough captive guests, I'm guessing. That's exciting. Anyway, anything else I want to trade for? Need to restock my fuel and supplies. I don't have enough hold space. Like, at all. I need the munitions. I'll sell some nectar. I want the munitions, I want the bronze wood to sell elsewhere. I want 2 gourds of nectar. I'll sell these hours as well. Yeah. That gives me space to at least get up to 5. Okay, so next on the docket was Lustrum, I believe, so I can give them these munitions and also take the cryptozoologist there, who I was meant to take there last time around. Oh wow, yeah, you can definitely feel the difference in this engine already, and when I say feel, I mean see. This game doesn't have force feedback. And wouldn't it be awful if it did? Really let you experience getting attacked by guests. God, can you imagine a Fallen London VR game? Now I'm imagining a Fallen London VR game. No thank you. I mean, I would be immune, because VR doesn't work on my janky eyes, but... But my point stands. But yes, can definitely see the difference in the speed I'm getting. It's only a 15% boost, but... it's certainly better than nothing. Yes, I just had to double check that I was going the right way. I was mostly going on autopilot at this point. Because that's the thing, I know kind of the layout of the ports of the Reach pretty well. I don't think there's any ports we've missed. Wouldn't it be a thing if it turned out there was a whole other place we could have been going all this time? I mean, I guess technically there are bits of the chart where there could be another port. I just don't think there is. Ooh, great. The fundamental element of hubris. Yeah, see? Hubris rewards us with supplies. That Taxi Scout looks like they have a terrible engine, and we just bought a shiny new engine. Unfortunately, we do need to follow them, and I bet that stinks. Luckily, this game doesn't have scent feedback, and wouldn't it be awful if basically any game did? Dear game companies, I know you're thinking about doing scent feedback. Don't. Hello. How are you? I'm over here. Oh no. Wait, no, I'm not over here. This was a tactical error. Why did I tell you where I was? MANGONEL! Oh no, bad, very bad. Oh wow, that gives a massive spike of terror as well. Of course it did, it's a big wooden paper monstrosity screaming at us in the correspondence. Why wouldn't that inspire terror? Well, actually I say that, I don't think it's actually definitively said that it is a correspondence weapon, it's just got a lot of the same effects. Also, will you be mangonelled and die and stop not being in the place I shoot at? And yes, I know you could less charitably frame that as me missing, but here we are. Important point is I won. Let's get some free bronzewood. Bronzewood. Okay, yeah, our fuel consumption is definitely going faster, which isn't ideal. But frankly, I'm prepared to weather it for this speed boost because, yes, thank you. Return of the Shepherd Tones, and another Scribe Spencer, who this time I can't be bothered to fight. Oh, no, bad. Why did I decide to drink tea? Moral of this story, kids. Tea will be your downfall, especially if you represent the Victorian British Empire. Kind of want to get Assaying, because the Assaying things all look interesting, and I need to stop crashing! I'm clearly not used to this new engine. Oh no, discontent. Have brandy, I can buy more supplies in Lustrum, where we basically are. Like, guys, stop fighting, we are practically at fault. Report. Explore Lustrum. There's a promotion. Oh yeah, it's this one. Which is lend assistance. Why not? Plus 1 supplies, gain 10 sovereigns, which is nothing, but hey. So, where are we meant to live this cryptozoologist? Because she did say Lustrum, didn't she? Journal, help me, journal. Short-sighted cryptozoologist. She's hunting for something. Take her to Lustrum. We're at Lustrum. Please leave my train. My train, leave it. You want to go to the pub? Recruit the Rat Brigade? Yeah, you do. Hello, Mr. Pennies. Would you like to meet this cryptozoologist? Oh yes, that's why she wanted to go to Lustrum, I remember now. It was like 5 days ago, I forget. The cryptozoologist beams with excitement. Oh, I have so many questions. Where does your species come from? How did you learn to speak English? What do you call yourselves? I mean, it can't be curator in your own language, right? What's the difference between a master and just a mister, no offense? Oh, what do you look like under that cloak? Are there female curators? She lifts the now terrified-looking Mr. Penny's hood and squeals, You're adorable! How do you fit those wings in there? And you leave her to it. She seems happy enough. Mr. Penny's perhaps not. But we got some money and an artifact out of it, so sure. To the shops. You want munitions? We got your munitions. Munitions. Up to 9 crates? Wow, I don't have that many munitions. But I'll take the money for the ones I do. And more importantly, now I have hold space. I no longer have hold space. How the mighty have fallen, indeed. Therefore, the Masters of the Bazaar have not done well out of this translation to the High Wilderness. Like, they knew what they were doing in London. They are creatures of the city. And now the city is in space, and the British Empire is being the British Empire at them. I keep doing that thing where I just steam merrily out of port with no actual thought of where I'm going. Although I guess that's hubris all over. Also, do I want to assign the Rat Brigade? Because my current chief engineer is the reason I have that massive iron boost. Yeah, my iron is at 46 to my fails at 33, so I definitely want to switch to the Rat Brigade. Also, I need to start your quest line. Have a savage secret. Tell us about the thing. You want to go to Carolyn? We're quite near Carolyn. Yeah, let's go to Carolyn. There you go. Question, answer. And the Bronzewood is for Port Haven, yes. Okay. See, just steaming merrily out of port was clearly the correct thing to do. And if it wasn't the correct thing to do, why would I keep doing it? And there's a scribe spinster there, but we are pretending we do not see it. and the tactic worked flawlessly. A grim foreboding, you think? Can't imagine anything grim happening around here. That's good tea. Ooh, somebody wanted me to kill a cantankerite, right? Was it the nature reserve? Yes. You there. Can I interest you in a mangonel? Like, not to own. You can't have my mangonel. But would you like to sample its wares? Okay. May have planned this badly. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This may have all gone horribly wrong. Yeah. I forget one shot kills them. Get the stomach. Its shell is too tough to crack, but it is large enough to crawl into, and that's what the unlucky winner of an impromptu lottery is obliged to do. They're given a knife and a sou'wester to cover their skysuit, and crawl inside. They emerge later, dripping, cursing, and clutching the withered knot of a stomach. Love it. And you, I will take precious stones out of your carapace. A whole 16 sovereigns. Wow, amazing. My dude, are you okay? Like, I'll deal with it because it's giving me a chance to vent some heat. But oh, and there's a and now this Tacti Scout wants a fight. Why is everybody so fighty all of a sudden? More than the dead, I could do with losing a bit of terror. And then we got shot. UCA Alvarado, stand down or I will stand you down. Does that threat make a lot of sense? No. Am I still going to shoot you with a mangonel is my point. Oh, and now there is a wind. Oh god. Everything has gone a little bit dramatic, I'll be real. Ah, my dodging is bad. And I feel bad. And the wind is making navigation difficult. And combat more so. Haha! I won though. Fuel and supplies. Fail? Come on! Gotta tell Tara somebody died. Okay, so this has all gone rather poorly. I mean, we're alive. Technically. Actually, we're still above 25% hull. We're fine. We're not fine, but we're fine. But we're not. And if the candle wind could stop... Yes, it's not called the wax wind anymore. The wax wind was in Sunless season. Oh. Keep having that thing where hubris has the expected result, frankly. Or at least the logical result, and maybe that's where we're going wrong, is we're listening to logic. Logic would tell us not to set off in a train into terrifying space at all. Do I mean actions have consequences? Wow. Wow, you're gonna come for me like that. I see how it is, okay. For those of you who don't know, that's a burn against my current character on an RP server, and I use the word burn very deliberately. Anyway, have some brandy. They sell supplies at Carolyn, right? I think. This is the way, yeah, yeah. Like I say, I'm getting to the point where I am just on autopilot, which will suck if we ever die and it doesn't bring our chart back in it, because it'll procedurally regenerate it. Oh yes, okay. I didn't make the connection with Brandy when I said it then, but yes. Wow. Okay. I think we may have all collectively gone too far. Let's be real. That's too far. That's too far. Wrestle Crash at heart. Let's contemplate the statue and lose a little bit of terror. Anything in the foyer? Let's get a port report. Let's ask about the stuff for the Rat Brigade. They need a shift in perspective. We can do that. Checkable garden. Shift in perspective. Shift that perspective. I don't know what that head was about. Oh, we had one. We now have two. What does the robbery man want? Yes, they want enlightenment as well. Well, let's see if we can get one of these while we're doing. I said... Yeah, see, that's what I said. Hey you, robbery. Would you like some penance? Understanding and ambition. Enlightenment for a start, conversion for a chaser. He consumes both. Tentacles are involved, and the twitching of excessively mobile... Would one call those lips? But then, what a transformation! His features smooth and flat, and his tentacles retract. From a distance, one might take him for a human gentleman with an especially prominent brow. He assesses you. Then, no thanks, no comment, not even the wave of a tentacle. What an ingrate. He takes up someone's freshly discarded crozier. As a bishop, he joins the game and play. Well, we got a vision of the heavens, so that's all good. And we completed that little side quest. Back to the center. Foyer, that's the word. Yes, Rat Brigade, shift in perspective, do the thing. Talk to the Rat Brigade, we can do that too. Hello, Rat Brigade. Oh, that's just a flavor thing. And they want to go to Perdurance, and that's as far as we got with it before. See, like I say, once you've done the content once, it's a lot quicker. Do we want to get any more penance while we're here? Like, it's probably a terrible idea because our terror is already not low. I was right, they do sell supplies at Carolyn. Okay. Where next, though? I mean, that's just go back to the nature reserve, possibly get more stuff. London. Towers of Terror. Need tea. All the penance stuff. Helping the circus. We need to go to Port Avon. Back to the Carpenter. And that's go back to the reserve for more sapling knots. These are things we can do. These are things we can, in fact, do. And who else have we got? Any side quests here we haven't started? He needs tea. She needs Sky Stories and Terror, but at the same time I want those. So, no. He wants 3 Sky Stories, which should leave us with too few. No. Oh, I've never seen this before. Ask the driver some pointed questions. Your locomotive has suffered significant damage. Has your driver been even more incautious than usual of late? You find them in the cargo hold, listening to the groans of the straining hull. The driver's scar crooks around an intrigued half-smile. Their eyes are blue and bright. Taking your hand, they place it on the plating, and you feel the steel shiver. That's the sky, they say. Just an inch away. You recognize the look in their eyes. It's the same appraising, resolute look you've seen when they know a maneuver is risky, but they've decided to do it anyway. Now, do we send them back to work, or do we have sex with one of our officers? Sorry, a passionate assignation with one of our officers. Because, I mean, I think I know what would be on brand for this channel. After, you know, all of Mass Effect. In the sky, you're only ever one bad choice away from death. You should all make the most of the moments you're given. Hubris. Wow, okay, yeah. Yes, is this hubris? Probably. Are we going to do it anyway? Yes. Your encounter is hurried and illicit, concealed behind crates of cargo. When a crewman enters the hold, you pause, fingers on one another's lips. You adjust your balance, and the driver stifles a gasp. The instant the intruder departs, they're forgotten. The driver is fearless and inquisitive. Afterwards, while their breath is still ragged and their arms are fierce on your back, they whisper, "You don't ever have to worry. I wouldn't let anything happen to you." Hi, Emily. You've come back just in time for me having sex with one of the engineers. Timing. Romantic hubris, that's what we're calling it now, yes. I've nearly died several times and got in some wildly inadvisable fights, so, you know, things are carrying on as usual, really. But hey, that took our terror down, so that's always good. It's a solid reason to have sex with your officers is so that you don't go mad and die. Okay, so, where next? I think, let's probably stop by Winchester and then on to Port Haven. Or, yeah, I mean, it's difficult to get there without going through Winchester, so let's do that. Also, while you were gone, Emily, I bought a new engine for the train, so we are now 15% faster, and my god, does it make a difference. Also, it is algae season, my dudes. I say that algae season for me lasts from like March to October. But see, now I am hydrating with rather nice tea. I have leveled up with just water to the heady heights of remembering to put the kettle on during my stream breaks. The tea... Oh, I have a stowaway. I'm just going to look for them again, because I don't want to spend these Towers of Terror that I'm having so much trouble getting. After an hour, an indignant stoker drags a sooty-faced urchin before you. Found her hiding in a supply crate in the hold. She had a right little treasure trove in there. Cutlery from the galley, Jones's Bible, and my best socks. He brandishes a horrible pair of socks. The stowaway picks her nose defiantly. 2021 Angie right there. Yeah, cool, we know you. You can stay, it's all good. Skywarn Urchin. Yes, the tea is Hibiscus Rose Sweet Berries Tea by Good Earth. only just been trying it, but it is very nice indeed. It's always fruit teas with me, because this neurochemistry does not tolerate caffeine. Like, at all. Say this while drinking poo air and vibrating. Those were the days. Skyfarers exposed to the haunting light of the stars are prone to sudden obsessions and erratic behaviour. A junior signaller is discovered in the hold amidst a pile of dissected books. She's cutting out words and grouping them in clusters to represent a new system of linguistic categorization. Mood. Narrative is preposterous and occlusive, she informs you. Meaning is the only sensible foundation for classification. You examine her arrangements. The words light and law sit side by side. Nearby, conjunction, philosophy, and faction huddle together. Yeah, no, get back to work. This. See, that's the thing. This is kind of evidence of your crew going mad thanks to going kind of star mad. To me, that sounds like just a thing you'd do of an afternoon. Because I am exactly that kind of weird obsessive linguist nerd. So, I'm going to send them back to work and subscribe to their newsletter. See? Successfully. Just like it's 1906, if she was 70 years later, she'd be a Conlanger. And there's nothing wrong with that. Let's hand in a couple of poor reports. Love those 200 sovereigns. Care less about the fortunes of the war. Mostly just here for money, not gonna lie. Because I need money to repair my hull, although having low hull did just enable me to have sex with my engineer, so swings around about it. And crash into the dock just to round off this wonderful, seamless, high-skill voyage. We are repaired. There go 174 sovereigns, which is less than I just made at Victory Hall, so works out. And get a couple of crew. Nothing in the city, we just looked there. No new prospects. Now, the things we're carrying, do we actually want them? Yes. Okay. God, can you imagine if I had 16,000 sovereigns? I could buy that ridiculous train. I should actually fill up my fuel. Okay, we're going to Port Haven next. That's been the other thing you've missed, is me singing badly and making a lot of terrible, terrible jokes. Because apparently that's the mood you've got me in today. Is it because of the French joke you sent me? No, but, I mean, it's more, there's a common cause there. Like, dreadful jokes are kind of my vibe, which is why you sent me that in the first place. Let's be real. Oh no, more heart sickness. Okay, sit with the most afflicted, because actually this is a good thing, because it gets me some Tales of Terror. And I need those so I can start writing my book. Seriously, so many horrifying things have happened on this train already. Why do I not have enough Tales of Terror to start my book with? Oh, after this, let's go... After this, and this is going to sound like a plan, and that's a bad idea, we want to go to the circus to hand this quest off, but also, I want to go and check out Trace Wood. Because we haven't even started that quest line. And we can throw our lot in with one of the other academics. I mean, although, like, Team Inanna is quite tempting still, because it's me. I too have been a vituperative classicist. Cheap fuel, why not? Yes, that overloads our hold, but that's fine because we are about to go to the bazaar and offload 590 echoes worth of bronze wood. Buy some more supplies because we'll probably need them if we're going to trade. Yeah, Trace Wood, that is what it's called. Carpenter, have materials. It is done. Right in port, folks. It is also done. Anything happening? I'm gonna guess no. No. Okay, back on the moon. Down to the circus? I think so. Or do we just want to go to Trace Wood while we're here and we can do the circus after? Let's do that. That sounds like, you know, not the sensible plan at all, and thus the correct vibe. Slightly crashed, didn't lose any hull, doesn't count. Oh, we can rest out here. Ah, this is how you gain caged catches. That's good to know. No, I am not a scholar, but I did bring food. How can I help? Do expeditions? Sure. I don't need to talk to you again, I've talked to you all before. I know who you are. Also, I knew all of you at college. Port report. Selling seeds for cheap. Also bronze wood for... Oh wow, that's actually about half of what I can sell it for in Port Avon. That might honestly be a sensible thing to do. because they're selling for 175, buying for 175, but I can sell them at the next port over for 295, which is your classic market opportunity. Should we do a large expedition into the wood? I think we should. We're a little short-handed. Yeah, that's because most of my crew is now in the wood. We're all going to die, aren't we? Steward's Fund. That's the one. You emerge into a field of purple flowers, bright as new bruises. Captain! Stoker's voice is anxious. Can you hear them? Something whispers from beneath the petals. Oh yeah? What are they saying? We will never know. You lead your crew through the fields of whispering flowers. Undertows pull you this way and that as voices beg for attention. Demure floral voices and the harsher clamour of weeds. They speak words of treachery and overreach, tragedy and vengeance. The flowers claim their tithe. More voices go join their chorus. Your numbers dwindle. Well, let's rest here. Recover some of our strength. This is good. Terror has fallen. Fight with fists and mangonel, but mostly fists. Because our mangonel is back on the train. Did nobody bring the mangonel? You exhort your crew to stand their ground. Grotesque beasts, mockeries of earthly animals emerge from the tree lines. Their pelts are ragged and mangled with exposed inner organs. Their tusks curve cruelly. It's impossible to avoid thoughts of disempowerment. Each stares as if famished. You do not give an inch. You sound the first barrage, then the second, then the third. The trees trap the smoke. Your crew coughs and chokes. But the beast's blood flows freely. The beast's howls are discordant. You stop your ears and bring them down, one by miserable one. And we got some memento. And we got the Steward's Fund. Yeah. Yes, silver seal and a massive sword with correspondence on it. And we only lost one crew. So, who do we want to support? John the Apostle, Inanna, or the Emperor Charlemagne? No, I'm Team Inanna all the way. Help me translate these sigils. We leveled up. Yes, and they now want us to investigate the giggling place. But more importantly, we leveled up. Okay, look at those stats. What do we want? We want hearts and mirrors. Yes, I will happily stretch in celebration of a new level. I will not, however, hydrate on account of I have finished my tea. So, what do we have that's hearts, sub mirrors? We could have a scandal. We could be haunted. Gets us a tale of terror. That's handy. Could follow in our family's footsteps. And that's your lot. And like I say, haunting gives us terror. You are plagued by the past, by some guilt or sin or old ordeal that will not let you rest. A chill on the window, a breeze when the windows close, a pressure on the edge of the bed as if someone was sat there as you slept. You are not alone. Love it. Evening out our stats a bit. Also got a tale of terror. How many does that bring us to? 5. Two more, please. Enemy loot and discoveries around the wilderness. So just get them somewhere and do the thing. I mean, we could go on another expedition, because they sell fuel and supplies here, right? Just supplies, not fuel. And another expedition would take 2 more fuel, and would probably be a foolish idea. And Port Haven only wanted 3 more, right? Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna head out back to Port Haven to turn a profit. Maybe down to the circus and back to the wood, and we can actually make some progress and work out what the giggling place is about, other than, you know, giggling. And it turns out to just be a concert venue because somebody wrote down the giggling place wrong. Although, like, if you had a bar called The Giggling Place, I think that'd be a pretty good name. Maybe that's just me, maybe it would actually be really creepy and off-putting, but I think it would depend on how you sell it. If your staff are constantly giggling, maybe don't do that. This has been Small Business Advice with Emma. Game, you're like insisting on creepy music when my terror is very low indeed. If you could just stop, that would be so nice. And if I could remember which side the station was on, now it's that. Overhang is not really the word. Got distracted, drove into the wall. You know how it is. I was distracted by words, you see. Huzzah! Have this bronze wood. Spent 525, got 885. I'll take it. And 2 free supplies. And more welcome and more XP. It's all good. All good things forever. Anything to be done in Port Haven? I mean, usually not. It's mostly just a place to wear down some terror. Which, sure, why not? Let's watch the cricket. The game could charitably be described as stately. But there is a moment of excitement when the batsman hits a 6 and the ball whizzes over the thatched roofs off the edge of the port and is lost forever in the starry deeps. The audience groans. Play stops while someone goes to get another ball. There's a reason space cricket has never caught on, and it's not just because cricket sucks. Perhaps a little personal bias here. Now we have space, we can recruit a likely lass or lad. Or other. Right, out we go. Let's go down to the circus, and then we can go back to Tracewood and see about that giggling. Note to self, never say phrase, see about that giggling again. Sounded weird. Dodged the wrong way, but luckily those are still background rocks. That's a marauder. Here are some free hours. Oh, that's going to spawn an angry taxi scout, isn't it? Just my luck. Done to the tune of Peaches again. Apparently, this episode brought to you by the Stranglers. God, I wish. Cool. While you're distracted, I will just start mangoneling both of you, alright? Get mangoneled. No, no! No, no. Why didn't I dodge? Why did I miss? So many questions. Too much heat. Frankly, this is not going amazing. You're dead. Fuel and supplies. Yeah, you do. Ah, we now have too much fuel and supplies. Drop one of each. Strip for materials. So, actual net loss. Not that bad. That's not the worst interaction I've had, and I got a free barrel of hours out of it. I mean, I say free, like, I paid for the mining system, it's just paying for itself. Actually, this captain didn't even pay for it. He inherited it. Almost dodged the wrong way, which would have just slammed me sideways into that rock. Quite glad I did. I have, on occasion, learned how this game controls. And here we are again at the circus. Kind of sounds like it should be a song, but it's not. I cannot come into a dock sensibly anymore. This new engine has thrown me all off. It's that 15% increase. It's just madness. Anyway, let's loosen Terra. And circus. Right port report. Go behind tents. Give equipment to magician. Get money on gossip and XP. Go back to Ringmaster. Reclaim Acrobat's twin. From New Winchester. Get free tickets, because we don't have to pay. I mean, it's no wonder this place is doing badly when that is not a solid business plan. I've been here like twice and now they just give me free tickets. Attend a performance, gain a sky story. Cool. Anything at the shop? Oh, they're selling literature. Oh, no, they want literature. They want literature. They're selling cheap hours. I don't want hours right now. Also selling supplies. I will take one of those to just top off. And away we go. Let's go back to Trader's Wood, shall we? I suddenly am interested in seeing that play out a bit. We've got threatening background space ambiance again, and I don't care for it, game. My terror is at like 5. Okay, 9, but still. Save the scary noises from when I am actually scared. And yes, I know that saying that out loud is just giving the game a license to scare me, which is probably inadvisable. Here is a wreck. Is investigating it going to spawn a monster? Probably. The Storm's Urge. Let's investigate it. Partial success. You lead the boarding party into the groaning hull. You'll need to be quick. It sounds like it could tear itself apart at any moment. Insulated in your sky suit, lamp held high, you lead them towards... What do we want? Supplies, munitions, weird stuff, money, or fuel. Frankly, at this point, I'd like to top off my fuel. The engine is cold, clogged with ash, but you find untapped barrels of coal and carry them back to your locomotive. No sooner are you back aboard than the wreck breaks apart, spilling its remaining contents into the sky. It's only then that a head count reveals you're one short. And I bet it was that kid we'd just hired on in Port Haven, all bright-eyed and eager and now dead. Because that's drama, baby. But really, what would I know about drama? I mean, oh hey, another wreck. The Endless Wars. That's a Gundam reference. Diffo Beta Games. Why does the High Wilderness have a Gundam reference in it? Does Gundam exist in 1906 in the Fallen London universe? Signed. Inquiring Minds. Also me. Now let's investigate this one as well. What could go wrong? See, it went partially right. Let's find something weird. Turn the cabin upside down, taking personal effects and keepsakes. Perhaps there's something useful among them. No sooner you're back aboard, wreck breaks apart, head count one short. Got another worldly artifact. Oh, and there are guests. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Be dead. Be mangonelled and dead. You who inhabit the UCE Julie's monkey. Also stay still, so you may be better mangonelled. You move erratically and I dislike it. Makes it difficult to mangonel. Oh, see. You just waited for me to be about to say the word mangonel and then you knew when to dodge, didn't you? That's fair. Faked you out there by using the shotgun instead of a mangonel. And there I said mangonel and didn't shoot. You will never know when it is coming. Until one day, mangonel! Cease to dodge the mangonel. It is rude and against protocol. And now you are dead. There it is. Now let's get some repairs. What? Oh, and there's a marauder. Great. You know what I hear marauders like? Mangonel! Ha! Game started and I still hit. That's how much of a mangonel boss I am. Happened again. Game doesn't like me pulling that maneuver, apparently. Recover its weaponry. Another mangonel. Mangonel. And I mean, they sell for 100 sovereigns, which is... It's more than I'd get from the gain sovereigns thing. Mangonel. Mangonel. Yeah. Mangonel. I could, in theory, mount 2 mangonels, but that would be really, really dumb because of the heat generation. Which is the name of my synth-pop backing band. Or possibly a wrestling stable, or maybe both. Hello, academics, I return, and now I have 2 mangonels. Who wants one? That interaction does nothing. Can I sell my mangonel here? No, you want it in the market for a mangonel? I don't understand the concept, but sure. Well, let's slumber in the wood, because visions of the heavens are nice. Starlight silvers the branches above you. Birds call quietly. Rest. Or not. There's a grassy mound at the fringe of the forest. The grass is cool as fresh milk. It's ideal for a brief rest. A handful of your crew join you. You close your eyes just for a second. Your dreams are of whispers in the wood, of things that creep beneath the boughs. When you wake, there are less of you than there were. Great! Great, great, great! Flawless and perfect. Okay, now we can't mount a large expedition on account of everybody's dead. How many crew? There's 5. Hubris, hubris, hubris. Yeah. An expedition to the giggling place. The sigils on the side suggest it was connected in some way. You're sure the name, however, is an error of translation. Thunder shakes the trees. Storm's nearing, a signaller says, drawing up her hood. Should we be out in this, Captain? Yes. Yes, we should. Brandy is passed about in little flasks, until you have to remind people not to get rotten drunk in the middle of a thunderstorm. The going is quieter after that, but swifter. Eventually the storm passes. Cool, we can rest, that is good too. Lose some terror. Ah, yes, I vaguely remember the Whispering Bog. The ground gives way to a bog, grey and fetid as a newly slain corpse. It bursts lazily. The marsh reeds susurrate, growing in volume as you approach. There is English amidst the polyphony. Names. Yours, and those of your crew. 50% with iron, 58% with mirrors. Search for another route? No. I seem to remember this happened last time. The wood extends for miles, but so too does the bog. It's hours before you find a passable clearing. A glade of emerald hue nestled between a copse of silver trees that shiver and sigh like consumptives. Your crew follow your lead, hanging close by your torchlight. You keep up a count, checking the numbers of your crew as you go. Not everyone leaves the silver wood. But we found the giggling place, a shaded dell below a steep, cruel hill. Bright laughter emanates from within the shaded dell before you. Okay, maybe it wasn't a translation error. Maybe the place giggles. Within the dell, the laughter becomes cacophonous. Your crew must cover their ears as you press forward through the dripping undergrowth. White ferns whisper as they brush against your heads, your hands. Ahead, you can hear the lowing of beasts. The air is cold as the grave. Beware, you are in the giggling place, which is what we put over the door to the bar. You inch forward as the laughter crescendos washing over you. A copse of trees, grey as a rainstorm, lies ahead and blocks the rest of the dell from sight. But it's the only way forward. Go alone, hubris, spare your crew, yes. Spare your crew whatever laughs at you from behind shadowed trees. Your crew are loyal and protest. Your crew are loyal and protest, but their relief is palpable. You stride through the trees, the distant starlight dappling their grey leaves silver. You are greeted with laughter as bright and insistent as a blade at the throat. It emerges from the dell, which descends to a gap in the trees. A canopy of dripping leaves conceals what lies ahead. Laughter, high and mirthless, can be heard, very close by. You must go forward. Voices echo from within the cleft in the earth. At the very bottom of the dell is a brook. The water babbles and chuckles, murmurs and giggles. A bronze seal gleams just under the surface. As you reach to take it, 3 faces are reflected in the water next to yours. You are being watched by a 3-headed fox the size and colour of a polar bear. I want a plushie of it, sorry, I just described that and that sounds adorable. Sorry, I've broken the mood somewhat. It speaks, but with your voice, your vocal pattern stolen in service of its speech. Mourn not the wild trees, nor the slain servant. Open the silent barrows. The fox flees into the wood. Your throat aches. Oh, wow. That's not good. A fox stole our voice and we lost a bunch of stats. But our crew didn't die, so swings and roundabouts again. Hello, vituperative classicist. I will call you Vicky. It's not a call out of anyone, it's just... I don't know, do with that. It sounds like I knew a particular classicist who I had beef with, and I don't. Yes, that fox took a piece of me. Which, given everything I've done today, is fair. Ouch, indeed. Ask the classicist about the barrows of silence, the wood-spoken stolen voices of it. I do not actually have classicist drama to share, is my point. I sounded like I did. I don't. Most of the classicists I've ever met, I love, and I was one of them. And those I did not love, I no longer know. So, that's how it works. Her eyes widen as you relate what happened. She shakes her head. Talking animals? This makes no sense. She clenches her hand in frustration. In Genesis, perhaps, but nowhere in Sumerian mythology. She shakes her head again. If the evidence leads us away from the theories, so be it. Yes, I have heard of the barrows, or something that could be that. We found a stone tablet written in the correspondence. It mentioned quiet graves at a place in the forest where deeds were done. She marks your map. Okay, cool, got some sovereigns. Lots of people are dead, just saying. Just saying. Quite would have liked more than 250 sovereigns in the next step of the quest. 6 people died. Okay, actually 4 people died here, 2 people died because I went investigating train wrecks. But anyway... Because now I have to go and get restocked elsewhere. And back and forth, and back and forth. And what's that up there? The chat overlay is in the way. Is that... Oh, it's a ministry monitor. One of you killed my last captain. Why? I mean, classicist drama is always a result of classicists, TM. I think we've all known those classicists. Disclaimer, if you, the viewer, do not know those classicists. Lucky. There's something about going on investigations into a deep, dark wood filled with kind of fey things that's... It's very much just the essence of English folklore. Me, no doubt about folklore, couldn't have. Here we are back in sunny Port Haven. where they won't be able to resupply us with everything. And there's nothing happening. Oh no, they do sell fuel and supplies, but we'll need to go back to Winchester for crew. And my hold is very full. And I can offload some of whatever I've got in the hold when I get to Winchester. Hello, Cantankerite. Goodbye, Cantankerite. That is very, very amusing to me. The Cantankerite emits a long, flatulent eruption. It sounds as if someone had punctured a hippo. And we've heard that story before. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Back to Winchester, I guess, where we might finish for the day, because it is nearly 5 o'clock, and I have other things on this evening, so I need space between them to, like, live and eat. So, you know. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that those are both things that the hydration cult wish me to do. I'm going the correct way, good. Thank you for the confirmation. Good to know chat wants me to live and or eat. And or stretch. And or hydrate. Gang gang. No, I'll actually loop around before I go to Winchester. I will drop in Victory Hall because I've got like 5 more reports on me. And that's some money that I could use to go shopping. I don't know why I'm apparently going shopping, but here we are. Hello, Victory Hall. Ha! Didn't crash into a wall this time. Getting better. Getting better. House and Poor reports. Oh, I only had 3? Okay. I guess 300 sovereigns is better than no 100 sovereigns. As a locomotive. All 8 damage. Hire on some crew, yes please. Hire many crew, yes please. Ah, yeah, there we go. They stumble aboard, blinking away the fog. Caw, they say. Beds! Yes, we have beds. Don't ask about who used to own. They may have been killed by bees, they may have been disappeared into a mysterious barrow in the wood. They may have been lost in an ill-advised expedition in the wood. But, hear me out here, there was a talking fox. We still can't work on that because we don't have enough tales of terror, somehow. But we can find the runaway acrobat, forgot about that. An old beggar sporting tacky boots and a black eye has seen someone matching that description. Ill-advised expedition or exposition. Yeah, both. They direct you to the top floor of a disreputable tenement. The halls are filled with gambling thieves and the stench of foods being cooked that would ordinarily draw a contingent of health inspectors. The runaway acrobat is lodged here. You find them practicing their die throws and calculating how to turn their pennies into sovereigns. They frown at you. It's time to go back to the circus, is it? Fine. I can practice there as well as here. Let me grab my clothes. Cool, we'll take them back to the Paradise Circus. It didn't work. Forget it. Carolyn want nectar? I've been generating so much nectar. I'll take it. I'm not going to be doing it first off, but have that in my back pocket. Little bit of each. More important to have more fuel because they do not sell it there. These 2 barrels of ours I don't need. Cool. Now I'm feeling more equipped. I've still got this mangonel. I forgot about selling the mangonel. Give me another barrel of fuel for that. Oh, that's a thought. But before I go, I can start the Vagabonds thing, because I have so many Sky Stories that even when I pay for this, I'll still have 7. So, yes, King of the Skylarks. Go to Port Haven. Well, that's on the direction I will be going anyway. But for now, we will gracefully reverse back into port. We'll dock. And we will click return to title screen, not quit this time. And we will finish for today. That was a lot of fun, getting past mostly, like I say, content we've seen before, but doing stuff a little bit differently and shouting MANGONEL more. Which, you know, going forward, let's just keep that energy in our hearts. Okay, so wrap up time. Thank you very much, everyone who watched. Thanks if you stayed to the end, it means a lot to me. If you've been watching this, you know where to find me, but just in case, this is twitch.tv/Serasent, Serasent. You'll see it on the title cards in a minute. Yep, sorry, just checking the thing. Not my own channel name, I do know that. If I am I am streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 2 PM British time. That is 9 AM Eastern, 6 Pacific. Other time zones are available. I say this every time. Why can I not remember basic time differences? If you can't make those times, which is fair because what is time even, then VODs are available on my Twitch for 2 months after broadcast. But going back even further than that, you can check out my YouTube, also Serasent. All my VODs go up there back to the start of the channel, so you've got all of Mass Effect, all of Paradise Killer, and I'm currently uploading the first few Pyre episodes. You can subscribe to my YouTube, be notified when I put new content up, given that my upload schedule is not a schedule. That's not what that word means. I do things when they get done. This is a scattershot one-woman operation, and I'm proud of it, frankly. And also follow the Twitch to be notified when we're live. Also, if you feel that me shouting MANGONEL and crashing into walls is somehow worth your money, you can cheer or sub on Twitch. But you very much don't need to. It's all chill vibes here. Just turn up and hang, and that's good enough for me. That's really what I do it for. If you want to find me elsewhere on the internet, best place to find me, if you like updates about the stream, or me ranting about the state of the world, or me shouting about Eurovision this time of year, check me out on Twitter, at Waruce, that's W-A-I-U-C-E. And if you want to see me in other streams, you can check me out every Saturday night, except when, again, my health says, no, you're not doing that. Over on the twitch.tv/The Playhouse, that's TheBardsPlayhouse, where I am in a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition Fall of London Chronicle, which is a lot of fun. And, you know, I start fights and moralize. Wear a leather jacket. So those of you who know what clan I am. can also find me on other projects coming up in the near future in the form of this Saturday, that's May the 15th, at 7 p.m. British time. That is 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, other time zones, you know the drill, where I will be on twitch.tv, that's how web addresses work, Idle Michael, that's IDLEMICHAEL, which is Michael Fox's stream. He's a close personal friend, game designer, long-time friend of the stream, and generally cool dude that you should check out. Although, if you're in America, he will stream super early for you. Honestly, he streams very early for me, and I live in this country. Anyway, yes. He is hosting the second edition of his Capital Mood Logical Delights game show, where I and 3 other streamers will be hanging out and playing games and winning bad prizes. Playing games that you might recognize if you watch British game shows that he has stolen them from. It's all good. And then, the following Tuesday, that is May the 18th, when I will officially be in my 30s, which is weird, you can catch me on twitch.tv. I think this is the address. I should have double-checked it beforehand. Twitch.tv/QuizzyDan. That's QuizzYDAN. Which is Daniel Peake's stream. Also cool quiz dude. Who you should check out. Where I will be participating in a live watch and review and judging of the first Eurovision semi-final, because I am a massive Eurovision nerd, as you probably know if you've ever met me. So I will be on there shouting in Ukrainian, probably. That's all the upcoming things. So, at least I think it is. Keep an eye on my Twitter, where I will post actually good details of things that will be correct. Yeah. Cool. Love you all. It's been a lot of fun, and I will see you all on Thursday. Gang gang. Mangonel. Mangang? No. Goodbye.